It has been one hell of a week. I don't even mean that actually pretty much for a metaphorical sense. I mean that for actually to a literal sense as well. I worked a 40-hour week. I never want to do that again.
A 40-hour week? Silver, that's a normal week.
Yeah, but my body is actually attuned to actually 30 hours per week.
Try a 60-hour.
True. Why did you ding? Also, the second monitor is getting on my last nerve. And now I can't find my mouse. My mouse has pulled a Houdini. Okay, everything's fine there. Everything is fine there. I don't know why my computer dinged at me. So don't ding at me. It's already turning to actually to scuff moments with Silver Shadow. Anyway, let's go over this schedule.
Not even 5 minutes and scuff.
Actually, we are past the 5-minute mark. Anyway, let's go over the schedule because it's short and there is actually pretty much now an elephant in the room. Today, 5/9 at 7:30, Friday, Final Fantasy XIV, Part 125. MSQ time! Who's ready for actually pretty much half dialogue, half not dialogue, and then half dialogue again to battle actually a ultimate enemy? Don't tell me that doesn't happen. Then, tomorrow, Castaway's not here. So, Silver has to come up with something. Who wants to go race around a racetrack for a while? That's right, we're doing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tomorrow. And now for the elephant in the room. So, May 16th is now actually pretty much free and open. Unfortunately, Light has a prior engagement, and he won't be here. So, that's gonna be a toss-up in the air a little bit here. It could be Pokemon, it could be actually more Mario Kart, it could be it could be actually more Final Fantasy XIV Silver Chronicles, it could be actually pretty
Silver learned to tank!
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Okay. How about this? After I level up the answer to the correct amount that I need for Dawn Trail, I'll start leveling up Gunbreaker. I'll make that deal to you.
What level is the answer?
The answer is currently at level 76. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, all you need is 90.
Yeah. But Gunbreaker's even worse. It's at level 60 still. So, Friday is up in the air. I'll discuss with Tamir actually what we're going to be doing at the meantime. Then, Castaway will be back at the 17th at 5 p.m. Saturday for some more Pokemon Black and White Soul Link Point Lock Part 7. We'll be pretty much doing something. More of the schedule is in works, but I fortunately now have to actually discuss actually with both parties of actually what we're going to be doing. So, be on the lookout. Also, I'm in the wrong level class for this. Also, I'm snacking on Sweet Tarts. Not sponsored.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Hang on. We're holding. I don't know why, but I've been on a candy kick lately. Ever since actually So, my store has, like, the movie theater box candies. And I just bought, like, a box of Sprees one day. They last me until pretty much, like, 3 days in. I'm like, cool. I just popped one in and pretty much actually just, like, started, like, suckling it. That's it. Just like... That's it. And
All right, there we go. The cat's gone.
got de-guard out of the room. So I bought like the same box size for sweet tarts, and they've been lasting me pretty much every like a week now. So also, when did I drop frames? Interesting. Was there any changes essentially to the latest patch on Pictos?
I do not know. Let me check recent patch. Recent patch 7.21. Something I'm gonna do later. Oh boy.
What?
Disciple of a Hand quest line called Cosmic Exploration. I do not see any battle things in the recent one. Let me check the 7.2. Hero battle system.
And I just felt like it might just be me. My controller's not working. Oh, because it's not in the game. Oops. Because I feel like when I was doing my my canvases, they seem a little slower.
The normal cast got increased. The bigger cast got nerfed. Do not see anything about the paint time. So I think that's just you.
Okay, it's just me. No surprisement.
What did Silver do now?
I didn't do nothing. I just wondered if actually pretty much my canvas's time length got extended.
No, I think that's just you.
Okay.
They flipped around like damage to be more front end and well, not front end, to be more sustained instead of just all of it being burst.
Oh, Mr. Radiant, what do you have to say?
Bridging the rift.
Straight into cutscene. How the get back in here? Closed.
And Lights Cat can open doors now.
No, there's something up with this cat delivery system.
I thought you knew.
I didn't realize rooms count as separate addresses.
It counts for all they do.
And you see all of his cat.
Putting forth Kalzal's name. Those whose life he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You'll forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Y'shtola. She asks that you meet up at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Shit.
Kinda.
Understood. Thank you. I know. Y'shtola must have finished her duty of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you.
That's right. This is the light talking to themselves hour. This light stole all the Kinda's characters.
I thought the satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of this administration since before R1 assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. Alright, if I'm doing this, I need to go get some pills. And I am curious to learn what conclusions your Archons have reached concerning the gate's unique construction. As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. Alright, pills 8.
Feels here.
I now have 50 temp HP.
49, 48, 47, 46.
No, I wish you kind of did that in D&D. When you get temp HP, instead of it just being for a stacked duration, you just a slowly diminishing thing.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I think you take.
One.
Yeah, I think you take the main plaza and just walk up there.
Yeah, it's been a while, so my brain forgot about the.
Whoops.
I mean, you're close to Silver. You just walk down.
Amy walk up.
Ballistic bunny coming towards the Lullafell.
Oh no.
The nearly level 100 Lullafell.
A giant Badooey is 500 feet from your location and quickly approaching.
Well, Y'shtola, would you like to add another voice to Light's entourage?
Dola, please be voiced.
Right, here we all are.
Thank God.
Yes!
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics. From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
We were summoned as a 1-1 hero.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world. The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway. Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Then what of the many Voidsent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power. To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact. Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner. Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first. And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Voidsent's physical form is left behind in the 13th. Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No.
Strolla, what are
the
you
danger is
saying?
too great.
What are you saying? Strolla?
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
Did we just get voluntold?
Yep.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my
Much for taking it
chances
easy.
would be much improved.
They stole a honey. That was like a year and a half ago.
What are you talking about? We did that like a couple of weeks ago.
Since when were you one for the quiet life?
Well, in the words of actually Taylor, the Wild Force Yellow Ranger, congratulations, Jungle Boy, you just got drafted.
Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands. That said, as much as I would like to march
Wait a
straight
second. I know how
back
to count the
Void
time.
Gate,
Let's get the twins in here. Let's see if they got
there is
bigger.
the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal
5
authority.
centimeters.
How is they as 5 centimeters? A half a centimeter
As I
for
said before,
Alpino.
I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name.
Legitimately, that's how they
Provided it does not
calculated the
endanger my
timing.
people.
How much time has passed? Did the twins age up?
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage
Isn't
to
that
expand
one of the
it
reasons
in
why they're
first
like
place.
so restrictive about Atroid giving us
You
a
have a
year?
plan?
Because if they start giving us no actual time pass,
Actually,
the
I had
twins
hoped
would
you
have
might
to
help
have
us with
been
that. I presume
grown.
the alchemist you retained supplied you
Yep,
with
so we
some
only calculated
explanation of
like
their
if the
methodology.
twins have aged up or not.
That they did.
Next expansion,
House Daimir was overseeing the project.
that'll be like the huge reveal.
Huge reveal. The twins are like in their 30s.
No,
There'll be no races,
Ah, yes.
no new
The family
classes.
associated with the great work.
We spent all development time on just making the twins like
older.
a foot taller.
I did
Half
not
a foot
fully
taller.
comprehend the theory.
No.
That's it.
But their
No.
research began with
I will
the
say
void
2
scent
feet
which
tall,
fit through the
taller. Alpino, 1 centimeter.
After a thorough examination,
No. You have to
they
keep them
created
even.
an arcane
No, you don't.
simulacrum possessed of
I'm
similar
liking where this is
qualities.
going. We go with the
A man with
Alphonse
void scent.
Edward size difference.
It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
Now we just need Winry and pretty much actually some
A man
some
made
alchemy bull s, and then pretty much will be actually pretty much good.
What are you talking about? Sid's right there.
Yes.
I said alchemy. It's not scientific
House
hoo-ha.
Daimir submitted detailed notes
Said
Yeah,
of
but you
Winry.
also said Winry.
Okay.
Sid's right there.
Oh yeah, Winry. Okay, I agree.
And with a
I mean, what do you mean?
stethoscope to be
They're
informed that
they're
the
both
work had been
spellcasters. They can do
classified
alchemy just
as
fine.
prohibited material.
Alde can do alchemy
If
just
that's
fine.
true,
Alpino
then
is still
those
on the
notes might
fence
still
here.
be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course,
Okay.
since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
So with Graha's favorite place to sneak.
I hate the fact that we thought of the same one.
Indeed.
You thought I was going to
Even
answer straight?
unrestricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
You thought I wasn't going to go tease Graha just a little bit?
In which case, I say we head
Who do
directly
you
to
think
Shire.
I am, Light?
Like bullying Graha.
The more I can get them to blush.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves. I see myself being of little
The stronger
use.
my attacks
Go on
become.
ahead. Still need to find Mirad and tell him about.
So
the
this went from a adventure thing to a rom-com then.
It was always was. It always was.
Tamir.
No wonder we use silver as a shield all the time.
This is just Dan to Dan, just with extra steps.
I still haven't read or watched it yet. I should do that.
Okay, this is just Rama one half, just with extra steps.
Do I sit idly by?
But anyway, we're gonna sit down. We're gonna watch Dan next week.
There you go.
Don't mind me, I'll just be over here watching Spy Family.
I know. Light's trying to teleport us. Run!
Ah!
Run!
Like,
Damn
Run!
it!
And all the way back to it. That's technically.
because I think if I remember in 11, only the light mage was able to teleport people.
Now you're Stola. We're here. Well, I'm here.
I'm here.
Oh, there's the short one.
I'm here.
I think I need to get better RAM because everything's been slowing down lately.
Are you using HD or SDD?
I'm using an SSD. It's my RAM. My RAM's only moving at 2133.
Okay.
If we're to enter Noamon's restrictive archives with the minimum of fuss, then we must secure permission of the forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? No one springs to mind? What if the
Well,
scholar...
That's who I was going to. Just going to remember his name.
What if the scholar Montague? He did come from Graha's defense during the inquiry, after all. Just settle a set of phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Your Stola is now accompanying you. Make sure to follow all the text box. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop if you miss one. Actually, is there one? Yes, there is.
Where are you?
There's one all the way at the library.
I mean, where we're going?
Yep.
Yeah,
Can
I,
you TP over there with her, or no?
I saw Storm from Geek Inc. Thank you for getting a new mic. Maybe I won't have to actually pretty much fiddle with my volume on you anymore.
You better teleport with her. That's good to know. Apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. Never had the chance to attend the studium.
Studium.
I mean, it could be studium as well. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. As soon as Master Louisoix took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. His was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonders what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Tea at the last stand after a day of lectures?
Should I wonder as well?
Oh, That does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends, spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I want to give up my time in Macedonia for the world. The dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was a wondrous magical childhood nonetheless.
Oh, never mind me. It was just an idle thought.
Oh, I guess the wonder just cuts the... Okay. Can I just...
No.
Everybody take your seats. We're in for class.
All right.
Hello, I brought my big greatsword. This is greatswords class, right?
It's spellcasting.
I can create this big giant ring of fire behind me.
Wait a minute. Wait, this is giant sword class? I thought this was actually pretty much painter's class.
That's Art 101, and you gotta come here and that's like at 7 in the morning.
Oh, come
Or
on.
at night. Or as my experience with most college is at night.
Ugh.
Oh no, my art class in college was at 6 in the morning.
Oh, what do you have to do? Paint the sunrise every single time?
No, it gave us chances to do different places without the interference of a lot of student bodies.
Visitors. Quite esteemed ones at that. Except for this one with actually pretty much with the paintbrush. He looks like he's dumb as all beyond beliefs.
Can you stop that?
Sorry. I got a little self-esteem. Give me a break. What may I do for you? I keep pushing my wrong button.
Forgive the intrusion, Scholark, but we were hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Nomenon's restrictive archives.
No few forays into the stacks this time, eh? I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. Thank
Propriety.
you. Yet, in this wide world of
Comparative.
thank you, comparative
Serenity.
I cannot talk tonight. Serenity. What so compels you to disturb a vault of the forbidden wisdoms?
We're helping a dragon find his sister across the void.
Do I have to paint you a picture, old man?
I'll take those paintbrushes from you if you start doing that in here. Last time you started painting, a giant Moogle started smacking people with hammers.
That was not my fault.
You also want to recall the time the Mogul smacked Silver straight over the head with the hammer?
We don't need to involve that story. Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed.
Surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Dremir has lain dormant in Charlene archives for many centuries.
And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void.
Is, in fact, precisely what we intended.
To what end? Pray tell.
A method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiments aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence, I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet, I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to the very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward?
Marvelous! An proposal worthy. Audacious proposal worthy of Massimo Motea herself. Matoya, thank you. And after hearing the whys and wherefores, I for one do not believe you use the knowledge for ill. I see no reason not to present your request to the forum's conversation. Consideration. Although your petition would be better would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance.
Who's that guy we helped during the whole...
Why, Master, how do you say his name again?
Fortunal.
Of course. He could hardly...
No, not him. What was his name? The red-haired guy. We found out that we were actually working with his past self. In the past.
You mean, I know, Professor Clemens? Something like that.
Yeah, why don't we talk to him?
I don't think because he doesn't hold a seat. That's probably why.
He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dearest children, most treasured comrades.
Okay, so we need to make a seat for Clemens and get Clemens into the seat.
Shh. Don't talk about that here. We'll talk about that outside. I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there's no denying that having Master Fortunal on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well. We'll pay a visit to the Levier estate and plead our case.
One last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me your the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit insatiable as yours.
Insatiable.
What they said.
Insatiable.
As yours. I wager so. If you could actually, if you could see your way indulging an old man's curiosity.
We will be sure to pass on any revelations.
Just gonna say this now. You're doing all the paperwork, Y'shtola.
She hands it off to Sober.
Oh, come on!
To the Fortuno house.
Oh god, we're gonna see Cheating Way again.
To Cheating Way.
Actually, is Cheating Way still there? He might have moved.
I don't know.
Actually, are the Loppets gendered, or are they all just,
They're Loprit.
I do believe they do have, like, individual genders. Just good luck figuring out until they say something.
I don't see Cheating Way.
Or,
I mean, I could tell. I can tell.
Okay.
One,
okay. How about this one? What gender is Cheating Way?
Oh, you just opened Pandora's box with that one.
How did I open Pandora's box with that one?
Well, the answer simply is yes.
No, you see my answer for that one. As you know,
Cannot compute. Cannot compute. Go ahead, Timir.
Oh, I see. I get to play the butler. I see how.
The last one.
Ah, Mistress. Actually, how would I do this? Mistress Vess, Mr. Mr. Alpha, and Mr. Heath, and Mistress Yushtola. How may I be of service?
we've come to speak with Master Fortuno. Fortuno, is he home by any chance?
Yes, the master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. He told me to release the hounds.
Release the hound. Just imagine.
Fortuna? Wait, Butler? Release the hounds!
You're telling me the bringers of chaos are here. And the cat. The rude one, not the happy-go-lucky one. Release the hound. But so, they're
Snither.
your children's best friends. Did I stutter?
Did I stutter, Butler?
I think they consider that an appetizer from where they're from.
Oh wait, I was dad. All right.
Yes.
Well. Emilians would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss?
No.
Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. Oh, thank goodness.
Well, you see, we want to go into the void to find a dragon. To do that, we need a book to open a void portal. If it helps, we'll stab as many void things as we can.
I suppose I should praise you for following the protocols this time around. Scarlet Montagne expressed much the same sentiments. I assure you, will not attempt to circumvent the Forum's authority again, unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequence of employing this forbidden knowledge? For a brother who misses his sister, she was his guardian and his friend. A selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save our homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on the thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days. Loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. There's no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be.
You were doing so well until you decided to bring his loved ones into this.
Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I would add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldezian Annex.
Well, at least he didn't release actually the dragons on us.
Jeez, it's like 6 in the... Actually, what time is it in game?
3 a.m.
Dang, they start work at 3 in the morning? Holy.
No, I just needed the excuse to get away from it. Alright, so I guess we're here to bother Kryle.
Can you imagine if quests were locked behind time?
That would suck.
Some MMOs did that.
So, what did the forum decide?
Oh yeah, what was this guy? To put it bluntly, Master Montoya has burned some bridges here in Charlian and assaulted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was a patroner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Ladies and gentlemen, Silver Shadow. Then the chamber was reminded, in no certain terms, I might add, of the incredible debt we owe you and your companions. Mostly, I think, essentially, Team Banui. That served to silence the grumbles and the stiffens a few spines. Stiffen a few spines. It was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we can do in return. Just keep your blasting fire to a minimum, please.
I make no promises.
News. Thank you both for speaking on our behalves. Yes, well, as I am sure you are aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor, and bid you a good day.
Ever the same, that one.
Uncompromising, aye, but that very stoicism is exactly what Charlene needed to guide it through not one, but 2 exoduses. They had a drinking contest to see the eyes of the nays. The nays were lightweight. Went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on the Forbidden Tome, and now I can simply walk in through the door. Our focus will be finding the House Dreamer's research notes, of course. But the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Ishtola, stay on course.
Look, I get it. We all want to take over the world sometimes. Let's try to focus on the objective here.
Also, I'm so close to actually level at 97. It's not even funny.
Who will level up first? Light reaching 100 or silver reaching 97?
Silver reaching 97. I'm at. I still need like 19 million XP.
You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume.
Correctly.
And then you'll want to speak with the index page. Sorry, that just sounds so weird to me. When you arrive, it's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section.
Sounded odd. It's literally what it is, an index page.
Well, to me, an index page is actually...
Excellent.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Once again, we thank you for all your help.
Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find your knowledge that you seek.
Shall we?
Phew. Running around at the speed of sound. Oh, hey, Pudding Way, what are your thoughts on everything?
Oh wait, no. You said Pudding Way. Is he still hunting Pudding? Is Pudding Way still looking for Pudding?
Always.
Oh, they're reading different pudding recipes. So what? So, not rhetorical question, but big question. What is Pudding Way's favorite pudding?
Wait, there's a favorite?
Is there a pudding that you like more than the other?
Pudding Way starts to short circuit. More pudding I like more than the other? The concept has never occurred to them.
Yeah, do you like vanilla? Do you like chocolate? Strawberry? Tapioca?
Every flavored pudding.
What flavors are pudding? Oh no!
Okay.
Pudding.
Okay, what's your most hated pudding?
The nasty one or two you've tasted before, hasn't there, Pudding Way?
Air pudding.
To think the set instructions I laughingly imagined may actually exist, but yalms away from where you found me napping. If I had known of Osdel's the Third's exploits sooner, I could have well saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom. A lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. High reference page, we're going to the index page. High index page.
Archeon, you stole the thing. Yes, identified. Do you wish to proceed into the next restricted archives? Follow me, if you would. Watch your step, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. Looking at you, weird rabbit. Do not ask how you get any of the books at the top of the pillars. If you feel like you do need to ask, you're going to get kicked out.
Are there spare
If
ladders?
Aldemir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Take the resounding silence as a no.
I love the piano jazz.
Oh, start
one
to
from
dig
the-
through the books.
It's the one from the dungeon.
Hmm. Untitled Journal. Today in the world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was unlike her ravenous brethren. Eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling, like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out any moment. I wonder if she is ever the proper word. Such a distinctions seems inconsequential, significant even. All that matters is that love I feel for this exquisite, transient being. Though you are tempted to read more, this doesn't seem to be the volume that you're seeking. Also, please stop reading it.
I'm just gonna keep that on me for later. I feel like I can weaponize this somehow.
Listen, I'm already actually desperate. I don't need to be actually extra desperate.
Silver,
What?
returning back to their hotel room after a long day, finds a book on the bed.
I have a girlfriend in this universe. Alright, what's the next one?
Been speaking with myself, so you get double duty.
Okay, fine. Leather-bound log. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning partures as devised by
Apertures.
devised by how do you say this person's name?
You are Sean,
Nuar Shan, the ninth
patriarch.
patriarch, thank you, of House Demir. Well, this can't be it. We present these research notes to the facility of the Charlian Studium, as both as a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. It appears you have located the forbidden volume you seek. Your Shola will need to make the final confirmation.
The Silver will never know the forbidden knowledge that was in the other book.
What was the other book?
You'll never know.
What was it?
You will never know.
I think just I'm curious. I didn't know it will make
I'll send you the text of it.
Oh god.
Because it's a couple pages long.
Oh no.
It doesn't look that long, but
Hang on, folks. Who's ever on the piano, they're really going hardcore.
Made to do.
Well, what else are we supposed to do for Forbidden section music?
I mean, I feel like actually I should like mess something up. But I know if I do.
Sightseeing point found.
For the wall of text.
Oh god. Hang on, folks. Oh god, Lord. In the year of 1564, the 6th Astral Era, Amajaz summoning Ifrit, their patron god, accounts to describe the being as a gigantic lizard-like being with potential command of fire aspect magics. If we consider the primal summoning an act of fuel by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not unexpected, that the resulting deiform entity should manifest the appearance and powers with actually the attributes it worships. What then might emerge from the ether should one who believes in the almighty omniscience, oh god lord, I am getting cross-eyed, attempted the same ritual? Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence? Some other embodiment of divine security? Could this mad-made god truly be all-knowing? And what if would to such knowing arise? Myself, I have questioned concerning the nature of the ancient world, with no spell to transport me back to the days of old. I could instead summon a being possessed of an encyclopedia wisdom of every age. Yet, there is no means to verify its pronouncements. How could one be certain they were true? Then the system was said, because I also found it. Though your mind actually spins with possibility discussed therein, it doesn't seem this is the volume you are seeking. You are totally on the last page of your wits. The last part may not be true.
Ishtola, what do you have for me? I have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies. I flipped open
Sure, she's too far below me.
There's but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents.
Here's a book!
The Epiphanies of House Dramier.
A forbidden research log detailing an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nuashan, the 9th patriarch of House Demir. Do not use this evil.
Benui, I think you may have found our prize.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damir's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about. Among the ranks of the Voidsent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures, a talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial atoms. How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales. And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Nod.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves? Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Eorzea has been added to the Unending Codex. The 7th Umbral Calamity has been added to the Unending Codex. Silver Shadow Alpha has been added to the Unending Codex.
The
Well, I
unending,
cannot say Unending Codex.
the unending codex has been corrupted. As much as I would like to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hannish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our Daemir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum.
Your message will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge more forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. Kill all humans. Kill all humans.
Security, he just pulls out a gun, loads it. If anyone can help us, Nidhana can. I'd say we return to Thavnir and look for her at the Great Work.
Who gave the page a shotgun?
I may have actually pretty much actually done something bad.
Give him.
I didn't give him a shotgun! How dumb do you think I look?
What did you do?
My cat is advises me not to answer that.
What did you do?
I didn't do nothing! I may have painted in a book.
Please tell me you didn't paint in one of the forbidden sections books.
I'm not illegal at time to say yes. I'm not illegal time to say no.
It's a whole army of mammoths with shot. Oh. Silver.
What?
What did you do?
There was some text that was just halfway not correct. And some have faded, so I used some black paint to paint inside the one of the forbidden tomes to make it more legible, and things got out of control.
You forgot how large your paintbrush is, didn't you?
I did! Oh god, we're back at cheating way.
Why are you here?
Oh!
Wait, where's the light?
I don't know.
I was just waiting for one of you to teleport us to the Great Works.
Oh.
Whoops.
I took the I took the travel. I just took the quick travel way.
What quick travel way?
Y'all passed the building where you could travel to Thavdir.
I've learned so much about the nuttiness of yours kind. It's clear to me that weakness of spirit is what drives people to do bad things. But not me. Not a chance. I'm going to accomplish great things fair and square. As sure as my names are... never mind. Alright, heading back. No. I'm taking the light way. Oh wait, no, that'll get me sick. Never mind.
Funniest part, I did not get any sickness, so I'm good. You know, I wish shaking that way actually still gave you Aether sickness for a while.
Just a 5-second debuff that just... 5-second heavy debuff.
You hobble around at the end of it, you just... let it out. Crap.
Yep. Was waiting for it. If you slow it down, you can find the exact moment Light's soul crushes into a million pieces.
It's not dead yet.
Because
It's
they
not-
died.
It hasn't been crushed yet. No, it nearly did.
This is Light's episode. As revenge for me basically having to do all his parts last.
Istola tells me you're pursuing a most fascinating study and that you would want me to be a part of it. I have no doubts you'll be interested, and the research log should speak for itself.
Wait, were we allowed to take the buck out?
With it now.
Well, I'm not telling if no one else to.
The sisters, this is the mark of House Demir. I never even knew such a work existed. Few should. It was sequestered from Nomenon's restrictive archives, after all. It was, but that means every word within is forbidden knowledge, a forbidden tome full of forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hands? I can hardly wait to read it. Get Charlie.
Yeah, two of a kind. What did you mean you posted the Forbidden Tome onto Twitter?
Okay, let's get it right. It's called the Lodestone. To think that Demir was developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you've glanced over the notes, What say you to helping us build a new mock Atomos? I would say yes, 1,000 times yes. Working on a Demir project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Charlene trembling in their sandals, no alchemist of the great work could resist. You're a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big mouth simulacrum once we've built it?
Go into it.
So there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty? Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand his hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we've finished gathering the components I require. Charlene's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such liquid, you need to go no further than the Font of Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you would be so kind as to fill a flask upon, I'll petition Ritra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Then shall we be about it then? We'll meet back here anon.
Hey, look at this, I can fly. Can either of you fly?
For half a
Fly!
second, and then I go splat. I'm sorry, I said that out too loud. I said that out too loud, didn't I?
Nah, you're
A
fine.
little. Yeah, the invisible walls help you stop from going splat.
Out of here.
Whee!
I feel like what we just did there was technically very disrespectful to the culture. Want to do it again?
Tamir, the ruiner of cultures.
Not ruiner. Just American.
I'm not gonna touch that one with a 10-foot pole. I'm just gonna leave it where that is.
Oh no. But who told you? Oh no.
Be right back. I'm going to get some water.
Damn it.
Like just saw what was right in front of them.
Oh no, I didn't realize it too. Oh god, I feel. Come here, let's at least take one of these guys for him.
Nope. Nobody ever took a character from me.
Technically, multiple people have.
Now it's a circle around you.
Well, hello, the best viewers on streamboo.com. Hey, Hey, guess what?
Oh.
Hunch! Ban.
Don't bring attention to them.
At least it's not as bad as actually pretty much what eventually players, thoughts actually I saw during an animation.
Do not feed the trolls.
That wasn't a troll, it was a damn bot!
I know.
Hello, and thank you for watching Silver Chateau. Please, if you do like actually Silver Chateau, please either follow or subscribe to Silver Chateau. Thank you, and have a nice day. I guess the Shadow Bot was actually pretty much too much to handle. Yeah, by the way, I created another robot. Don't worry, this thing won't turn evil like the Silver Dex will. You said I'm evil. I think you compare during Pokemon streams. I compare anywhere. I can wait to make characters. Huh?
Yushtola, take us away.
Do you have that flask for me?
You mean a flask filled with etherically infused water scooped from the strangely specific point in the depths of the Fawn of Maya?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have 3.
Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Bunui.
I want to be more tenacity.
I came across. Estinians seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his alliance. Right then. Now that our little party is assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. Will we need of Matsuya's boat again? Not this time. Once Shishtola had informed me of our destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready at Akiali. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host. Shall we? Great, there's 4 of me. 5 of me if we include myself. At this point, I can do the Spider-Man meme.
So how's the light sense working out for you? This place looks familiar.
Alright, so let's get to the place where we get to add a 6th character.
No! You're right. No, you're not. Okay, no. Not extra person.
The ship is yours to command.
Thanks. We set sail at once. Oh, this is amazing. Azadal's legacy to see the truth of a legend with my own eyes.
All aboard for the treasure.
Do we have to do the dungeon all over again?
Imagine.
Done! Was it really required us to defeat the final twice? 2 in a row!
Part is, other MMOs will make you do the dungeon again if you forgot a
I
quest.
never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty.
Look, we're not playing WoW.
It may have been
We're not playing Guild
hateful
Wars
to
2
know
either.
This device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
What is it you're doing now?
There is something I wish to verify. The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Surely you'd not expect me to wriggle through that tiny portal.
We needn't attempt anything so drastic. A small familiar should serve well enough. Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same. I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Water, water, froth and fire!
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate. I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual. In any case, these two should serve us well. This one will bear a warding scale. And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate, Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void sense slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Conform!
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
Yes, so I'd be more than happy to! It was more
Let
of
us
a joke.
begin, shall we?
I was joking. I was joking.
She suddenly became a magical girl for like half a second.
Nixies, into the void.
Oh god, even they're doing it right. I think this is just pixies being pixies.
Nixies.
I mean, they're following the same etiquette as pixies.
Wonder how Feral is doing.
You know, she's probably gonna kill us since we haven't called her in a while.
Standing right there next to her phone. Where are they? Why have they not called me yet? Supposedly they went to the literal ends of the universe. And didn't call me.
That is the biggest disappointment. We don't get Fael as a summoner.
Those bastards. To be fair, Fael is not a...
I think
It's not
we've waited
in the
long
same frame as a fairy.
enough. Nixies,
But yes.
return to my side.
Oh god.
We have to put this one out of its misery. I'll take that darkness.
I don't think that's the darkness you want.
What do you think I use?
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
This is why you brought... Wait, Sora, just shoot arrows.
Hello?
Paint.
Pictomancer!
Just paint. Just paint arrows.
That's how it work.
I mean, you could just paint them all blowing up, and it would have worked.
That can do.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
And And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent. The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation. It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently. We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives. The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai, the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus. The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness.
Well, there's that stupid spinny eye no one knows
And
how
what
to
of your own
properly bank.
experience? Will you tell us of what
Giant
you observed
dog.
during Noah's expedition?
Five-headed dragon, which I'm hoping was not his sister in hindsight.
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way. But first I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives? Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
What accessories do you want? Don't worry, none of them are as good as you can get from... No, you know.
Hey, Em, how you doing?
Ow.
Casting. There we go.
No, you're still on? Everyone's depressed. How are you?
Anything I can use? 2 things.
Inanna succeeds in replicating the mock animals. Oh boy. Animals, this door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more of my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I've no interest in visiting the void myself. Might we discuss this later? There is something I must do first. Insist on being so secretive. I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warning scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability would need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation?
Ironworks? Could go with the Alicans, yes, but I think maybe the oh right, they're dead.
I'm not sure.
That suggestion. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. Come, let us visit their operation at Rollicker's Reach and commission their best and brightest.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Em.
Guess who gave us a free teleport?
That'd be your Stola?
Yay! Ah, Anui, what brings you to the Ironworks?
Mission for you and your president, actually, assuming he is available.
Master Sid? Certainly, I'll see if he has a moment free.
Aging Dr. Sid.
No, this isn't for their cameo.
This one was not me.
I think I took over Sid. pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us?
Want strengthen, want amulet.
You're heading into the void to find a lost dragon? That sounds most pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after meeting you in that bloody mess. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation? It seems some manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface. Much as the void's corruption seeps into Nero through his wounds, and in which case our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. I'll get titanium metal.
And how might we achieve that?
Fire, dear. Whole lot of fire. We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but be wary of applying compound, which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. Yeah, sounds about right. We'll construct a protective casing. One utilizing metal alloys with high etherical conductivity, so as not to impede the talisman's primary function.
Suit of armor, as you said.
Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear, I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the
Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait.
The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do.
All of a sudden, an explosion.
See ya!
The Mark 12 armor has been made! Nero's just Iron Man at this point. I think we can leave the rest of Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work and see how Nidana is getting on with the mock-up. Atomos.
I mean, Charlotte's only been like a few minutes. Give the woman some time, please!
Oh, she doesn't teleport us back.
You don't teleport us back, you bastard!
She teleported us here. She's like, yeah, you're on your own. See ya.
Ustala, you left us.
She left us for dead.
Sorry, it was raining. I don't want to get my suit all messy, teleporting all of you.
Sure. That's likely the answer.
Speaking of which, let me just fix up my armor. Alright, Nihana. We're here to see this Atmos. But you clearly had more than enough time to break.
Hey, Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Alzadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial Atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Celestinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Now you listen to me, Varshan! You are wearing that face, after all. As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzadhan. My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
You made all of them cry that day.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
Alright,
I
now back
would
to your
not
show.
dare make you cry.
Now back to, like, talking to himself.
You surprised me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Breacher reach this conclusion. It was for the greater good. The worm thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believing the place wrecked by some unnatural storm. Your own answer, then. You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Needhog, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage was my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatosker's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend or ally. If there is a chance we can spare Reacher that pain, then I will follow you. Any other former Scion we should call then? I'd rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star, before should suffice for our purpose. Now, on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdraw safely after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Magaduda. Come on, am I being teleported? No, I'm not.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to make the trip yourselves. We will not be covering teleportation costs.
Oh, wrong
Oh,
way.
server's actually just walking it.
Oh, I can teleport. Duh.
Silver?
What? I'm in.
Are you in the... Okay.
Yeah.
And so we will require suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests?
Well, the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for rehabilitation.
Pardon me when you have completed the arrangements.
I don't mind sleeping on a pile of treasure.
Scrooge McDucket.
Look, I don't care how uncomfortable it is. I wouldn't mind sleeping on a pile of treasure.
You heard.
Tell me where all the gold bars are, and I'll make a bed out of it.
We'll have you settled in Megadutha in due time. As ever, you are the most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourself to aid me in my search for Astaya. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our exploration might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nidana. If you have preparations to make error, we venture to the 13th. Now's the time. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. You know what this means to me, Benui, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are heading to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know.
Stairs. I'll get some more determination. Meanwhile, in the 13th. No one remembers who or what they were.
Thus I am returned. To this world, bereft of saviors.
And that's right, that is... Is that really the end of that? I think that was the end of the patch content of... What was it? 7.2? Was it? Yeah. Yeah, that was I think that was the end of 7.2.
6.1.
No, because 1.0, A Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward,
That was
Stormblood, Shellbringer. Yeah, 6.2.
no. This is the beginning of 6.2.
This is the start of 6.2.
We did 6.1. What did we do last? Because that was 6.1.
Yeah, that was the end of 6.1. This is the start of 6.2.
Oh, no, last time. No.
Oh, are you talking
No,
about
no, no.
before the god?
Yes.
Oh.
We had to complete 6.1 to get through the gods.
We completed part of 6.1. That last quest was the end of 6.1.
I can't remember. I didn't start keeping track until pretty much at the gods.
Wait, you were keeping track at all?
One of us has to. I know Light's actually pretty much going through the storyline. I'm just keeping track of actually pretty much where we leave off in case actually I foul up again.
Yeah, we just finished 6.1. We're heading into 6.2 now. Are we all ready for this confusing thing?
Oh, how bad can it be?
There is a duty involved in this.
How bad can it be?
It's solo.
Ow.
Alright. Everybody ready?
I guess.
Alright.
Excellent timing, Benui. Just a moment ago, I received word from the Ironworks. They've completed their task and are on their way with the reinforced warding scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in creating an artificial Atomos. All is in readiness for our journey to the Void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at the Great Work. Let us head there at once. Boom, 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 boom.
Someone else press the teleport button.
Wait a minute. Okay.
It's only been 5 minutes.
Here you are, Benui. I present to you the fruits of the alchemist's labor, the artificial Atomos. Though we've yet to put it to the proof, its aether is practically identical to that of the original. Truly remarkable feat in so short a time. Aye, our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Radatan. Express my gratitude to Nidhana, but it appears she's here. She rushed off after bringing the Animos to attend a passing task, but said that she would return ere we set forth. Which should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive with the warding scales.
Did someone say warding scales? Because it just so happens we have them. We're here for a cameo!
you. It's just good to see you all again. But for the president himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you?
You know I am.
I don't know
I was there
why.
at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I don't know why you may have me come, Garlean.
You begged to come,
Shush,
weirdo.
jerk.
Well, you can go kiss later. Keep talking.
You don't mind if we come along and see you off, I hope? It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly.
'Twas my painstakingly collected data that made the reinforcement possible. The scales will last a good 10 years in the void, with a nary a hint of degradation.
Degradation. Are you also calculating the time anomaly?
There's a time anomaly? Garlean, you're supposed to tell me that!
Biggs?
As the one who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe.
But enough bragging. Here are the scales. See, I'm the main character again. Okay, I walk back.
With these, we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you.
Don't mention it. Midgard Summer came to our rescue in the rift. It's the least we can do to help his children. Yes, that canonically happened.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thumbs up. Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you to this latest grand adventure.
Hey, look, did she travel by Did she travel? Oh no, she just walked over here. Okay. It looked like she came from the freaking Aetherite, though. Nirana, is aught the matter?
I think you missed her line.
She said wait. I said wait.
I didn't hear you.
Same.
Before you depart, Your Excellency, there is something we wish to present to you. Would you please come with me? You would not delay us without good cause. Very well. Forgive me, my friends, but I require a moment.
We call them Gatling guns.
I'm gonna walk over here now.
On.
They go pew 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 very, very quickly.
Go on.
According to our friends in the Ironworks, they can kill a dragon from 5 meters. Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive?
The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. That godforsaken place. He'll need all the help he can get. But you, of all people, ought to know that, eh? Got one little cut on your finger, and all of a sudden you just had to retreat.
Okay,
A cut on my finger. My whole darn hand was almost cut off.
There's one outfit that we could give Nero and it would make sense on him.
So what I'm getting is we get Sid and Nero. I'm with stupid shirts.
Give him a black jumpsuit, since he already has the shades.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
7 minutes.
Vritra, I presume.
He finally escaped
Indeed.
level 0.
This vessel
Oh
now
God,
serves
he's
as a
hot.
host for my eye. I was aware that the
Looks fine.
alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both. 'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is not to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good
See, we
use.
worked our way to level 90. They crafted him a level 90 character.
I mean, dragon.
Again, I ask that you watch over Radzatan in my absence.
I say they got
The
him
dangers
to
we
level
go to
30,
face are great
and he's kind
and
of
many,
using the eye for
and
the
I
other
fear
60
I will be
levels.
unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is ever risk that Voidsent will find their way into our world.
Rest assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Vashan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Vashan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Vashan. And best of luck.
I have something for you as well. While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Arzadar's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loporrits. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger. Aye, the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon. The Loporrits no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the Void. And who better to bear Hydaelyn's gift than her chosen champion?
If there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akyali.
Nod.
Everyone ready?
Yep.
The Setap and your follows have already departed for the vault. Are you ready to set forth? Yeah, sure.
Did we need to face 3 of them this time?
No.
At once?
No. We need to face against 4 of them.
Bashan! Please! I guess I'll be able to die, cutscene.
Cutscene is, I think it's voiced. Yeah, it has that voice type of music to it.
I shall now live
There.
in the name of Al-Zadal III, I cast open this door unto the void!
Go. Absorb the Void Gate.
Are we really trusting the Kirby boss from World of Darkness to do this for us?
Yes.
At most. Evolves into... Dun 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 dun.
Atmos Prime.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
We're still
What can you
here!
expect to find after stepping through?
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with void scent. I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own. Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area. The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands. In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Take heart, my friends.
Everyone
and
looks
have
over at
faith.
Stenian.
We will brave this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Stenian. I'm just here to stab things with the lance. Not really much you can change about. With Y'shtola being able to be healer, Vashan's only has access to 2 classes. right?
Technically, with the sword and
One
a sword and shield, I thought he was a paladin.
I think he's technically only a gladiator, though. I guess there is technically quick too. Yeah, he is a gladiator, not a paladin.
Okay.
He is, however, a dragoon if you are in tank class.
I'm sorry, what?
He is a dragoon. What did you expect the dragon to be?
Oh, okay, actually that does make sense, I guess, but he doesn't have a lance.
Just remember, they said he can cast magic, so he might have magic spells still being a gladiator. Just like how, Grandpa, even as a Dark Knight tank, was still casting Dark and Lightning.
Okay, so what if you went as healer?
I don't think he has a healer form.
No, you went as a healer. That means actually Astinian and Vara actually has to actually be both DPS. Sorry,
Varshan.
sorry, I meant to say Yestola, I don't know why. I meant to say Yestola, I don't know why I said Varshan. I don't know why I said that. So, Yestola has to be a DPS for Black Mage.
Yes.
Okay. And Varshan is Gladiator for tank class.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is very much just paladin, but he's very much just paladin.
Potato.
And it doesn't even matter if it says your Stola's a black mage. She still has like 2 healing spells on her DPS set.
Technically speaking, Yestola is a sorceress. Because Yestola is an NPC, thus isn't restricted to the same class job restrictions we are.
True.
Because Yestola had to do it the hard way. She didn't get the cheat code that is soul crystals.
To be fair, we didn't.
Crystals.
For the first 30 levels, we learned it the hard way, and then we ate a soul crystal.
It's not my fault they made them gummy flavored.
Oh my god.
That's it. That's a head bonk. We're probably going to insta-queue since we're on muted DPS.
Probably. Owing to the ingenuity of Hanish alchemists, you have succeeded in expanding the Void Gate in the Treasure Vault, and prepared to set forth on your mission to find Vritra's brood sister, Ajdaya, in the 13th. Beyond the emptiness of the rift awaits a shadowed castle swarming with void scent, and you seal yourselves for a hostile reception. I am not ready.
That was an insta-queue, like I said.
Well, yeah. We call for a DPS. We're going to get a DPS.
Hi, I'm new. I don't know anything about this dungeon. Can you please explain to me how to do this?
Oh no. It's a magical girl.
Oh god, it kind of looks like one.
It is a magical girl, a K-pop star. That we have a dark.
So we have a painter Magote, a leopard that's unhinged. A Lalafell that is actually pretty much just wants actually their carbuncle to eat their faces, and a magical girl. This is the weirdest team ever.
Is she a red mage?
Is she?
I think that's, yeah, that's a sword.
That is indeed red mage. Yeah. Don't think this is any real difficulty, though. Me running ahead so far will probably cause problems. Running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running.
Keep running. I got X-Tab on ya. That's good.
Just try not to get.
And use the shield on you now.
Do. Oh, range. Alright, I got this shit.
I'm just happy your shield's like first layer priority over mine.
Yep. Of course it is. Healed again. Oh, I just wasted a bunch of magic.
There you go.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh God!
Come on, over here, over here.
Probably should do hammer time a lot more sooner. I'm going this way.
Yeah, I know.
Please bring your guests over to me.
Oh, well, I have to do mechanics first. Kill one.
Wow, out that whole beam, I missed one. I'm a little PO'd.
That was one.
Move.
Oh God. Yep. Silver Battle, unless I give home one at least.
Okay. Over here. Over. Yeah, over where the right is.
Nice. Theme, why did you open that?
Hey, level 97, let's go.
Okay, so this way?
Yep.
Yep. And we'll slide over here.
Over here, buddy. Over here. Come on.
Please join the...
Kill one off of you. Wait, did you hammer time one of them?
Sure.
That would do it.
Oh, no, I didn't. He just got... I was doing actually, in white. The, like one of my color spells.
Probably have the ability to light.
I said white, not light.
What type of magic do you think white is?
No.
Silver.
Yeah?
Well, what did your white magic say?
Is this
Holy in white.
Yeah, holy in white. I didn't say
That
light.
is light magic.
Shoot.
You pressed the wrong button, didn't you?
I was trying to get rid of the thing that was over my... But my mouse double clicked.
Come on, buddy.
Again, and
Come
that's
on.
where that was.
Yep. There you go. There goes your X card. I'll have a shield up in there as soon as you jump. Yep. There you go. There goes your other shield.
Three, two, one, she said. I don't see that behind me. That's my bad. No one said anything. in the hit circle.
Okay, so, yep, back here.
Okay, I didn't mean to paint that a Starry Muse, but hey, I'll take it.
Let's be. But you resist my gaze.
Also, we're hit.
Oh, now I'm level. Wait, what?
They're too strong. Someone else just devour them.
Then I'll devour them.
Well, I am not able to do stuff. Frustrating. Establish threat. Yep. Silver?
What?
Please bring them to the.
That's not Silver. Silver's in the corner.
Well, one of them wasn't pulled on me. I had to focus on grabbing that one before. I'm just gonna press my full button.
Oh, Silver's sitting by the door, just doing all the doing the DPS for all of them on you.
Okay, who had the one on them? Was that?
That was the red mage.
Red Mage?
Hey, for once, it's not me.
Sorry, force of habit.
It's fine. I know I'm your Cosmo of this group.
Yeah, I would say Bard, but
It wasn't me this time. There's a lot of them right now.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
baby, go. Come on, get that back up. I don't think they can break it now.
No. I was gonna have to Aether Pack you.
Yeah, it was fine. Honestly, I'm doing better than most tanks. If you haven't had to Aether Pack me, I think I'm doing better than most tanks right now.
And delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
I think he has some back pain there. How are you feeling?
It's Digimon all over again.
Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's circle of
Four?
Carnelian.
I will take it
Chameleon, man.
to your grave.
Okay. Why are people grabbing loot? Ready?
Yep.
Steady? Murdering.
It's mine!
Oh, that was dummy.
Breathe deep of your death!
Make sure you're in a safe spot.
I didn't know if I was.
Specify what you meant by 6'5".
My blade thirsts!
Remember, it is late and my brain is not working.
Opposite of where he's going.
Goodbye, Silver.
Yeah, I know.
I'm afraid you do not have tank privileges.
Oh,
Speaking of which,
I know.
I'm just gonna put this on and this on. And smack you back.
Protect me, my minion!
One move away.
No, don't do that one.
Taste through this flare!
Ow, 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 ow.
Stubborn mortal!
Oh. Who gave you permission to use that name?
Fill your lungs!
Frey, no!
Put away with me.
I got the second time. I didn't nearly say third time.
So was that a force of habit? Say,
What?
Defeated by you!
Everything is a force of habit at this point.
Okay.
My magic, so I'm just gonna have
it's gonna have to what?
to normal mid-hit.
You didn't think I was gonna shield you?
I wasn't really concerned about your shield. I was just disappointed I couldn't get a free punch him in the face card.
Quite surprised my shield gives you about like 60% of your health as an overshield.
Is that the crit or regular?
That's crit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder if does healing crits have a severity to it? No, I think crits are always double.
I don't know if they're necessarily always double, but Yay! Now watch her get 3. Watch her get 3 accommodations for that. Go.
Hey, I got the player accommodation!
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
And not for the first time. He and his
She's actually
brethren
one
must
of
keep
Silver's
watch over
watchers
the
right now.
portal.
No. There's only much
As
hat.
we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent.
She's one of Silver's lurkers.
Like men, perhaps they form factions.
She's one of the
to
bots
fight
lurking on
amongst
Silver's.
themselves.
The question is,
There we go.
what will the minions do?
Round 2?
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
Don't overthink it. We'll improvise as we go along.
If that is your preferred approach, then very well. I shall defer to your adventurer's intuition. I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Svarshan walks around like he's piloting a mech.
Well, buried memory. How about that light?
I know. It's so funny to think about though, because the way his body's moving is like,
Let's see. I haven't had 2 legs in a while. Not this long, at least. Left. Right. No, this is why I preferred the smaller model. I'm just stuck with the Lalafell. But no.
He was
have to look like. Have to be an aura. Have to look like a dragon.
Well, yeah, the first one he was an aura child. Now he's an aura adult, young adult.
Pretty much.
Yeah, young adult.
Pretty sure that is a character model you probably could create in the character build.
No, the maybe. I thought the auras were a bit lankier.
Maybe. Y'shtola, what do you have for us?
This castle should serve as a base of operations for now. Ere we set our sights elsewhere, let's see what there is to learn.
So it's about 1:30. And from this point onward, we will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Should you leave here, you may return via Weaver's Warding. In addition, you all know the usual dungeon fare.
Do y'all want to continue?
I'm fine as long as you guys are okay with it.
I'm thinking about my schedule today.
What is your schedule?
From 12 to 4, 12 to 5, D&D, 5 to 8, game, group play with other people, and then from 10 to whenever they feel like passing out, another set of D&D, and Sunday's Mother's Day, so I have to do stuff for that too.
Decisions, like... Or we stare at the void. Logically, if we probably want to try to see if we can't finish outside of the void, if it's gonna be me and Silver next week.
Hold on. That's 1 quest, 2 quest, 3, 4.
Me jumping around in circles.
So we have 7. We have 6 quests before we exit here.
Really?
Yeah. And we also have a trial fight as well before we leave.
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the quests right now.
You're looking at it, yes, but I'm just trying to just say it just doesn't sound right. Especially since they're usually very good at, or the typical pattern is 1. What would even the trial fight be?
It's rental Bayonetta.
I am avoiding a joke right now.
So yeah, like 90% of this patch is in here.
So, in which case, do we want to call it here and just...
I mean, I'm okay calling it here if Tamir doesn't want...
What is everyone feeling right now?
I'm good.
Light's just you said you're good. Light
Yeah.
says they're not quite sure how they feel with their schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have to stay up all night, I'll stay up.
Oh God.
I've only had 2 cups of coffee today.
No comments?
No comments on the coffee, or no comments that that you're feeling right now.
No comments on Light staying up all night.
That gives me time to do laundry too.
So Light wants to do laundry.
I mean, tomorrow I do have a few things to do, but I don't have to do those things until like almost like noon tomorrow. And they only will take me like literally 10 minutes at the least. If I dilly dally, it will be just like an hour at the most, unconventionally. So
I think, Benoit, you're the deciding factor then.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the worst thing. Because I am historically the worst person to decide these things.
Alright, Benoit did say their brain was half off already during the fight. I don't think they could survive a trial.
Okay. Let's go
I don't
ahead.
think we're going to make it to the trial period.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because if we're continuing, I think we're just gain like 1 or 2 quests and mostly to hit a certain beat.
At that point, just we stop here then.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if hitting that beat is a good cliffhanger or hitting here is a good.
I think this is a good stopping point. As a
We got entry in. They're not killing us. We're able to just sit here, start a bonfire, and eat freaking hot dogs.
Alex,
what do you think I'm using a Stydia spear for? Don't worry, he won't mind. Anyway.
And this is when we look over at Silver to find him speared in the back.
Oh, look at that. I got impaled.
Quit your whining. It's just a flesh wound.
Alright, Light, go ahead.
No, because I'm not going to be available at all. I'm not doing my outro.
Okay, Tamir, where's the wisdoms?
Thus, we have arrived to the 13th. AKA Dark Souls. No. Anyways, good night, folks. Take care. And please remember, play.
And
No, this ain't Dark. This ain't Dark Souls. You want me to tell you what it is?
What?
Gravity Rush.
One?
Gravity Rush.
Anyway, be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Saturday for some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Probably me, Kiko, Storm, maybe Tiger, I don't know. At this point, it's just here. Watch them actually beat me up actually pretty much in a roundabout race. You never know. We might actually find actually a cart. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, just watch me race tomorrow. Remember?
Sorry, I crashed it.
Oh, dang it. Remember to stay unique. See ya.